And my favorite example, I guess, is as um, I was waiting in line at a grocery store to be let in as one of the 50 people in the store, and there was a man who was standing outside, just being friendly, making friends with people, and he was, a nice dude. He was getting way too close to everybody. Not that that's really important to the story here, but he was trying to have a conversation with me, and he was like. I was actually having a conversation with another person in line when he butted in and said, "Yeah, all this stuff is crazy." And he's one of those people you can tell right away really doesn't go online or on the internet in any way. He doesn't watch TV, and he literally gets all his information from just people he knows, or people from what he hears other people talking about in the street. And so it was really interesting is hearing him tell me that first of all he made it very clear that he is a conspiracy theorist, and that
Oh.
he told me that his theory about all this and the fact that they're closing all these small businesses, he thinks that the government is in cahoots with these large companies, and they're trying to do all this to buy up all the small businesses. And that was kind of it. That was the extent of his theory. And I was like, how much thought did you put into that, man? I mean, first of all, like that's not new. Like the big companies have been buying little companies since monopolies became a thing. But also, like, I don't know, just I don't know. It had no grounds. And what I think was really interesting about it was that he didn't really care about his own conspiracy theory. He was just bored. Once again, he was just a bored dude who uh, wanted to like share a thought that he had and see what other people thought about it because he's probably lonely. The bottom line here is that there's so many of these people who are coming up with conspiracy theories. They're doing it out of sheer boredom. And I think that's important for a lot of people to remember is that when people get bored, they say weird stuff to see what happens. And that's what a conspiracy theory is. So, what's the only thing worse than a conspiracy theorist is the first person who believes them.
That's a good quote. I'm going to be using that. um what was the most convincing conspiracy theory you've heard so far? If you've heard more than just the one.
Hmm. Yeah, let's see. Um, I don't know, convincing. I have a hard time being convinced by most of the theories. But I guess just the theory that people are, um, that the man, the rich companies and the rich people are using this as an excuse to, you know, get what they want, which in many cases, senses is completely true, and just the fact that people are taking advantage of the situation, right? But I don't know. I have a hard time believing that anyone caused it to happen intentionally. We've been due for a pandemic for such a long time, an epidemic at least, and the fact that it's become a pandemic is I don't know, not that surprising to me, not that surprising to a lot of people, and um, I don't know. I kind of expected a little more, and I know we're kind of still in the midst of it, but we've a lot of people my age have been talking about how well, we haven't really lived through any huge events in human history, so it's about time that we experience a great event. We still have wars going on, but they're not to the scale of a world war, and they're not to the scale of a lot of things, right?